Mobile, standing by.
And this is W2WLD, Upstate New York. Net control for the Air Force's Flyers Club net, which will commence at the top of the hour in approximately 10 minutes. W2WLD.
W2WLD, W4PUO, I'd like early out, please, Bill.
Morning, Lee. You're in S7 this morning, over.
Yeah, I've got you about a 5.5, maybe 6.
Okay, did you say you needed to be an early out or what?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Did you need to be a short timer today, Lee?
Affirmative, thank you, Bill.
Okay, short timer. John, if you're copying Lee, W4PUO, he needs to be a short timer, please, over.
Roger, roger, I moved them up to the list. Good morning, Lee, WA6LJS. Good morning, John, W4PUO.
A good signal this morning, John. WA6LJS, W5ABI.
Yeah, you too, Joe. You're good 10 over 9 here. W5ABI, WA6LJS.
Yeah, good conditions. It's too bad it wasn't that way yesterday when you were in net control. W5ABI, standing by for net.
Yeah, roger, roger. Yeah, that was weird conditions yesterday, but it sounds like it's going to be good today because everybody that's so far been on here, I'm hearing them 5.9 or better. How about WW5ENZ? Mike, are you on channel WA6LJS?
Yes, good morning, John. WA6LJS, WW5ENZ. Yeah, I'm just sitting here looking at watching everybody and listening and all that stuff and enjoying the propagation this morning. WW5ENZ.
Yeah, roger, roger. Yeah, you're good S9 plus in here and also hitting 2 SDRs, so conditions look very good. You were kind of weak on the 40-meter net last night. I was having a little bit of trouble.
Roger, roger. Yeah, I can't go east and west too well. My wire runs across the back of my lot, and for some reason I can get north and south. Texas was like right next to me, and so was Nebraska and Kansas, but I can't do east and west. So one of these days I'll get a different antenna, you know, something that'll actually won't be so directional.
Yeah, maybe a simple vertical would do the trick. That's what I run on 40. I have just that cheap S9 vertical, which is only, I think, 30 feet tall. But I do have 32 buried radios, so that helps a lot.
Roger, roger. Yeah, I'm looking at that, picking out a vertical and putting it up and getting her going. But right now I just got this half-wave wire. Anyway, I better back out of here and let you check in the rest of these guys. WW5ENZ. Back to you, John.
Okay, real good, Mike. You might ride herd NetLogger because I am expecting a phone call, and if it happens, it'd be good if you'd back me up there. WA6LJS is now standing by for the Air Force Flyers net to top of the hour.
Good morning, Mike. And John, I saw in Utah, too, we've got Mike, Kilo Fox 0, Oscar Papa Echo, and Don showed up, K0ZNC. I got to see if I've got a volunteer to simulcast him in, over.
Okay, roger, roger.
W2WLD, WW5ENZ. I'm sorry, I was distracting John from his duties there, and I saw, because I did see Mike and Russ pop in there. WW5ENZ, standing by for the net.
Yeah, no worries, Mike. No worries. Break. W5OG, Dale, you in there? Good morning, Jim. W6WAY, W2WLD. Gotcha.
W2WLD, K1BOB, how copy, Bill? And I've been talking to Don. He's on there this morning. If you want me to relay him or if you got somebody lined up, that's fine.
Yeah, I've got you lined up now, Bob. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. W2WLD.
That's just what my wife says. She's always the last to know. K1BOB. There's a net that starts in about 5 or 6 minutes, so the frequency will be used then. Thanks for asking. This WA6030.
This is Whiskey 2, Whiskey Lima Delta net control for the Air Force's Flyers Club net, which commences at the top of the hour. That's about 4 minutes. W2 WLD. Good morning. This is Whiskey 2, Whiskey Lima Delta. Net control for the Air Forces Flyers Club Net, an association of members and veterans of the military air services from all branches of the armed forces. Our membership includes air crew, ground crew, missile crew, air traffic control, and all aviation support personnel. Our net meets on this frequency at 1500 UTC every day of the year. Our purpose is to promote fellowship among those radio amateurs who devoted a portion of their lives to support the missions of our air forces. If you want more information about us, please check out our website, airforcesflyersclub.org. I say again, airforcesflyersclub.org. Our net format is to establish a list using various sources, including direct check-ins, NetLogger, Echolink, and where we have a conference mode, AFSC, and WebSDR sites primarily for me, Utah number 2. This is a control net. You do not have to be a member or be associated with the military or aviation to check in. To contact net control, initially, please use one of the words contact, relay, info, or check-in as appropriate. Once the list is established, we'll go down the list for comments. We do like to limit those to about 2 minutes. Time remaining, we'll go back down the list a second time for a 73 round. If you wish to be a short timer, please let me know so I can put you toward the top of the list. My name is Bill, Bravo India Lima Lima, located in upstate New York near the capital, Albany. And again, my call sign is Whiskey 2, Whiskey Lima Delta. Break. Hey, I've been monitoring various sources and also appreciate the help I've gotten from John, WA6LJS with NetLogger. And I have the following stations already on the list. On Echolink, we have Don, K0ZNC. He will be simulcast in by Bob, K1BOB. We have another short timer, Lee, W4PUO. We have a mobile somewhere near Waco, Texas, W5 Papa India X-Ray. Then we have the aforementioned John, WA6LJS. In Northern California, we have Bob, NX6RG. We have Lee, N5 Bravo Echo. On receive only, we'll say good morning to Chris, KS5KY. Also heard Joe. He's got a good signal today, W5ABI. Carl is on the list, KF7GJO. Mike, WW5ENZ. We got our commander, Bob, K1BOB. From nearby New Jersey, we have Ray, WB2JJO. In Georgia, we have Charlie, K4YDB, who does a simulcast, a live streaming. If you're interested in that, go to YouTube and put in his call sign, Kilo 4, Yankee Delta Bravo, and you'll see the live streaming and be able to enjoy the net that way. And we also have Dale, W5OG. We have Mike, KF0OPE. And we have Russ with a call sign we'd all like to have, Kilo 8 Alpha Foxtrot. And we have Jim, W6WAY, break. Okay, I checked one more time on NetLogger, and we have Jack, KM4CAX. Good morning to you, Jack. Are there any other stations that would like to check into the Air Force's Flyers Club? Please call now. 637 LAK Mobile. November 9, Papa Tango uniform. Good morning, and I know you've checked in before. Give me your name, sir. Got it, Howard. Thank you. Gotcha. N9TCU. Any other check-ins? Come now.
Relay, KD7 LAK Mobile, short time.
anyone hear that station? He's in my noise.
Yeah, it's Justin, KB7LAK. He's mobile
Short timer.
and needs to be a short timer, Bill. W5OG relay.
Okay, we got Justin, and if you guys can move him toward the top of the list, he needs to be a short timer. Good morning to you, Justin. As long as we're speaking short timers, is there anyone on the list that I read that needs to be a short timer? Over.
KM4CAX, short timer, Bill.
Okay, Jack is a short timer. KM4CAX. Anybody else? Okay, nothing heard. One more time. Any check-ins? Any more check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club Net? Call now.
Relay,
Bill, he needs to be a short timer. Good morning, Bob.
Who was that, Dale?
Bob, K2SJP. I guess he's home in Florida.
Okay, boy, I'm not copying him at all. Very good, Bob, and he needs to be a short timer. K2SJP. Good morning, Bob. John, WA6LJS.
Okay, Bob.
Call from California, please.
Wilco. This is WA6LJS relaying for net control for the Wednesday morning Air Force Flyers net. And we're looking for check-ins, either members or visitors. Call now. John, WA6LJS, relaying for net control. This is Kilo Golf 5, Papa Tango Echo. KG5PT, Belton, Texas. Check me in. Okay, James, we got you in there. KG5PTE. That's the only one I've heard. James, back to you, Bill.
Okay, thank you, John. Let's try Dale. W5OG, a call from Texas, please.
Will do, Bill. This is Whiskey 5, Oscar Golf, relaying for net control, and we're taking additional check-ins. Check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club Net, members or guests. Call now.
November 4, Delta Romeo Bravo, short time.
Okay, I've got November 4, Delta Romeo Bravo, and also K2SJP says he does not need to be a short timer. So remove the short time status for Bob, and K4DRB is in there, or N4DRB. Any others that would like to check in? Call now. That's it. Just David and clarification on the short time status for Bob there. Bill, back to Matt, W5OG.
N4DRB needs to be short time.
You can hear Dale or John or Mike. Bob does not need to be a short timer, K2SJP, so I've got him after Howard doing TTU. And then recognize Dave, N4DRB. Very good. One last call. Any check-ins for the Air Force Flyers Club? Call now.
Dave, N4DRB says he needs to be a short timer, Bill. He added that later. W5OG.
Okay, very good. John, if you heard that, N4DRB, Dave needs to be a short timer. This is W2WLV. Okay, we've got a pretty good list here. I do have a question of the day, fairly straightforward question. This is, I'm going to make some statements about the F4 Phantom. If you need a letter, let's call it the F4J Phantom. Are these statements true or false? I'm really looking for any that might be false. First statement, the F4J was the first fighter in the world with look-down, shoot-down capability. Again, Alpha, the F4J Phantom was the first fighter in the world with look-down, shoot-down capability. Statement 2. The F4 was the most produced American supersonic military aircraft in history. Statement 2. The F4 Phantom was the most produced American supersonic military aircraft in history. Statement 3. During the Vietnam War, all 5 of the American servicemen who became aces did so in the F4. Statement 3. During the Vietnam War, all 5 of the American servicemen who became aces did so in the F4. Statement 4. It's the only aircraft that was used by both the Blue Angels and the Thunderbird. Statement 4. Only aircraft used by both the Blue Angels and the Thunderbird. And I'll give you a 5. If you think they're all true, you can say 5. None of these are false. Does anyone need a rereading of any of that? Over. I guess we got it. I'm going to go ahead and start with Don, and then we'll pick up our short timers. Bob, could you please relay in K0ZNC? Good morning, Don. W2WLD.
Wilco, this is K1BOB, and Don, go ahead. You're up, sir.
Hey, Ralph, thank you, Bob, and thank you, Bill, for bringing me in. I appreciate it. This is K0ZFC, Don in Longmont, Colorado. Good morning to all the players. Hope everyone had a good weekend. I have not been on the air since last Friday, so I'm kind of doing with a glacier at the center where I'm at. Anyway, gosh. That'll be in the middle of springtime here. The last days is just after superb. Variable winds there a couple days ago that made it sound uncomfortable for a springtime day. But basically, springtime is well entrenched here in Colorado right now. One of the men said that we would be getting a little snow, but he said it wouldn't be much, about an inch. And he was talking about probably above 10,000 foot elevation. So I don't think we're going to have too much snow today. Although it's still April, and years past, I can remember getting snowfalls in April. So I won't say we're out of the probability for snow, but it's not too probable. Well, let's see. Let's go to the question. You know, Bill, I have absolutely no idea. In fact, some of those terms I'm not even sure I would venture that I know anything about them. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to make it easy. I'm going to go to your last answer there and say they're all true. So, put me down for culture. I think that's probably a Delta answer. It's the reviewers basically. Anyway, it's all true is where I need to go there. I should be here for the 72 rounds, but give me a shout. If I'm not there, of course, I will not come back. With that, I'll turn it back to you, Bill, W2WLD. And thank you again. And Bob, K1BOB, thanks a lot for the relay, the simulcast. I appreciate it. W2WLD, K1BOB, K0ZNC. Everybody have a good one.
K1BOB, back to net.
Okay, mighty fine. Thank you, Bob, for the simulcast, and copied all. Don got you down for you think they're all true, but you don't really know. That's the way I approach all of these questions. Okay, very good. We'll give you a call on the 73. See if you're still in there. Let's see. Another short timer is Justin, KB7LAK. Dale, if he doesn't hear me, would you bring him in, please? W2WLD.
KB7LAK Mobile, you're up, Justin, W5OG Relay.
Jump out of here.
A good signal from the Mobile here in Texas, Justin. He says his dad flew the F4 for 17 years. He really didn't hear the question, but he's all in favor of all of the above being true, Bill. Back to Ned.
That makes sense to me, Dale. Very good. Thank you. I couldn't copy him directly. I've got some local QRN here. I'm not sure what it is. Probably QRM of an electronic nature, but we will press on. Okay, next, the short timer on the list is Lee. W4PUO, W2WLD. Lee, you're up.
Yeah, thank you, Bill. W2WLD, W4PUO, Belleville, Texas, and it's a very nice day here, although we have an overcast sky. Very comfortable, though. Quite humid down in this part of the world, as you may know. I have some guesses in my head about all these questions, but I don't really have any evidence to refute any of them, so I'm going to say echo, all true, or whatever you phrased it as. None of these are false. Echo is my answer, Bill, and I'll be short time and 73s to all the guys on the net today. Thank you very much for doing it. W2WLD, W4PUO.
Okay, very finely copied all that. You're also going with the all true. We got a lemming line started here, I believe. We shall see. The next short timer I've got is a Jack. KM4CAX, W2WLD. You're up, Jack.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning to the net. KM4CAX, Georgia. It's sunny day here at 76 degrees, going up to 84. That's going to get warm weather week. Next Monday is going to be a great day and so warm. Anyway, into the question, I'm going to go with the 11 too, because they all sound like they're true. Get the fall. So, echo. Propagation today is a little better than it was yesterday. Greet everybody. I've got a bunch of paperwork I have to do it. I might possibly be there around, but just give me a call and if I'm visible my way. KM4CAX, CWL.
Okay, Jack, we'll do that. We'll give you a call, and I got your answer down. If you're not there, have a great day. 73. Okay, the last, I believe, it's short timer is Dave. N4DRB, W2WLD. Dave, you're up.
W2WLD, N4DRB. Thanks, Bill. Thanks for running the net, saying hello. And just another beautiful, beautiful day here in Central Florida. We're going to be touching up at about 89 degrees, almost 90, and I'm pretty sure it won't be long before it gets to that. And other than that, my answer to the question, I guess, would be E. I love all of the above. I always pick them when I see them. Other than that, I think that it was all true, just basic knowledge, I guess. And other than that, I'll be along for as long as I can, but I do have to kind of check out. So don't even look for me for the 73 round. I'll just stick around as long as I can.
Okay, very good, Dave. Yeah, hopefully you'll hear the answer, but I got you down for all true. All right, I think that's the last of the short timers. Let's pull in our mobile. Cliff, W5PIX, W2WLD. Cliff, you're up.
Well, good morning again, Captain, and this is W5PIX Mobile in Temple, Texas. Still southbound, heading down to San Antonio, Texas. Well, I'm not a lemmy, but I am falling in line with the number 5, and all true. And it is a bit, I hate to see them retire the F4, but I do remember a statement by one pilot or a couple of pilots, maybe more, that when they got out of the airplane that they were flying into the F4, he said it was like getting out of a Cadillac into a Peterbilt. So anyway, but we do like watching the F4 when it was flying. It was a beautiful aircraft. Even when it was sitting on the grass, it made a belly landing there at Moffett Field. It still looked like it was going fast. Anyways, beautiful morning. Got a little bit of moisture on the windshield here, and very cloudy, very humid. And I don't know if it's going to be like yesterday where I was in 91 degrees. I don't think it'll get to that. But anyways, everybody have a good day riding along. Back to you, Captain. This is W5PIX Mobile. Back to W2WLD.
Okay, very good, Cliff. I've always felt that way. Some people have considered the F4 to be an ugly airplane. I do not. I think it looks like it's doing Mach 1 just sitting there on the ramp. Similar to the car, the XKE. I get the same sensation from seeing those cars. They really are beautiful. Very good. Let's go to John, WA6LJS, W2WLD. John, you're up.
Okay, thanks, Phil. W2WLD. This is WA6LJS. Well, a lot better conditions today than yesterday when I had the net. I'm hearing everybody locally here without even using the SDRs. And, I'm hearing them on the SDRs also, but don't really need them. Well, it's 52 degrees here. We got clear blue skies, plenty of sun. It's going to go up into the probably 75, 76 today. It'll be a nice warm day. Let's see. I wish NX6RG was in front of me instead of behind me, and I would probably follow his answer because I don't really know. But I'm going to break the lemming trend and go to Alpha, the first look down, shoot down aircraft. So put me down for A Alpha. We'll see how that is. But it probably is Echo, but I'll just do something different there. So anyway, back to you, Bill. Thanks for running things, and you've got a nice signal here today. Good S9. W2WLD, WA6LJS.
Okay, John. Yeah, your signal's real strong also. But I'm going to have to check and see if my XYL is operating some electrical equipment that I've never seen before, because boy, I'm getting noise all over the band, and the noise blankers aren't doing much with it. So I have to find out what that is and throw it away, I guess. All right, let's see. And to get rid of the background noise here. All right, after John, we do have Bob, NX6RG, W2WLD. Professor, you're up.
Good morning, Bill. W2WLD, NX6RG. I just need a clarification. Is number 2 U.S.-only aircraft over?
Was number 2 U.S.? Yes, most produced American supersonic military aircraft in history.
Okay, very good, Bill. Well, yeah, I think that's right. I remember seeing the picture of the 5000 F4. That's a bunch. So, yeah, I'll go with the lemmings on this. I think that's right. I know the Blues and the Thunderbirds both flew them, so I met one of our aces, Chuck de Bellevue, who was a Wizzo for Steve Ritchie, and actually had one additional beyond him. He had 6, but I think that's right. I think they were all in the F4. So, yeah, I'll go with number 5 on that. By the way, last week, you asked a question, you gave a number of aircraft and asked for the greatest climb rate. And I thought the Spitfire did better than, it actually was almost the bottom of the ones you gave. I did some research, and I guess it depends whether or not you count the supercharger on the Spitfire, because it had a rate of climb of over 5,000 feet a minute. So I think that would have put it in the number 1 place. But you do have to use the supercharger that was available on the Spitfire. So anyway, that's a comment on last week's question. W2WLD and X6RG.
Okay, very good, Bob. Well, I can do a couple of things. I'll accept that answer now based on your research. I do remember something about the supercharger, but I did not rule that out, so that's fair. Or I can say everybody that got the answer right last Wednesday is wrong, and everyone who got the Spitfire is right. I don't think I'll do that, but thank you, Bob. Let's see. Lee, N5, Bravo Echo, you're up, sir.
Yeah, W2, WLD, N5B, 5 to 10 over on your peaks, Phil. So what a difference a day makes. Wow. The reserve squadron here at Carswell, now known as Joint Reserve Base Fort Worth, or NAS, whatever it is. When we got here in 1980, they were flying F-105s. They transitioned to F-4Ds and then Es, then smallmouth Block 30 F-16s, and they're now going to get their first F-35s here towards the end of the year. They don't have far to go in a ferry mission. They just tow them across the ramp from Lockheed. But the F-4 unit, I don't remember if it was Ds or Es, but they had 2 MiG killer F-4s in that squadron. One had 2 kills on the splitter plate, and I think another one had 1 kill. So that was cool. I got pictures of those airplanes from air shows. So that was a bit of history. I was really pulling for the F-8 Crusader, but it didn't quite make it. You know, it got the reputation as a MiG killer, but paled in comparison to the F-4. So, like my stories on here, Bill, I'm going all true. Echo. Well, mostly true anyway. W2, WLD, N5BE.
Okay, very good. Lee, got your answer. And yeah, F-8, at the time that they were flying, when I was on the FARS call, they were the last of the gunfighters. All right, I do want to say hello again to Chris in Bowling Green. He's listening this morning. And let's go to Joe, W5ABI, W2, WLD. Joe, you're up.
Yeah, W2, WLD, W5ABI. Good morning, Bill, and the rest of the flyers. Good signal this morning about S8, S7, S8, and copy. Copying just about everybody locally. A nice, beautiful day here in Las Cruces. Close to up to 85, so we'll see. No wind, we'll take it. Anyhow, my answer to the question is going to be number 5. They're all true. So hopefully I get a right answer for a change. Thanks for running the net. W2WLD, W5ABI.
Okay, Joe, very good. Still solid copy in spite of this noise I've got. I'll have to figure out what's doing. Never seen it before. Let's see. Joe Carl, KF7, PJO in Sparks, Nevada, W2WLD. You're up, sir.
Good morning, everybody. This is KF7GJO. It's a Chamber of Commerce day out here. We're supposed to get up into the mid-70s today. And I'm going to go out here in a little while and see if I can doing some yard work. If not, hey, what I don't do today, I can always put off until next year, right? Anyway, very interesting question. One of my favorite airplanes that I don't know that much about, to be perfectly honest. Interesting observation. When I was at DATSO up in the Central Highlands, 68, 69, we would get F-100s, the Huns, would be over in our area on supporting the infantry or bombing missions, whatever they had. If they had time and fuel, their craft would call the tower and request a gear check. Well, we almost always accommodate their gear check, which the Huns would do at about 5 to 10 feet above ground level and probably in excess of Mach 0.9. They were spectacular. When the F-4s would do a quote gear check, they would stay up about 300 feet and be at about Mach 0.8. Had the Huns one day make their approach, and they're doing barrel rolls on their climb out, or aileron, not barrel rolls. And one of our locals in a LH helicopter, he takes off. I bet you can't do that. Well, zero reverse speed and makes a vertical climb. And Hun pilot comes back, he says, well, that's pretty impressive, son, but I bet I can do something you can't do. And he says, pilot answers, what's that? He sees the mic and he goes, okay, my answer is, I had already picked this before it started as the Lemming Line, but all of the above. I think that's the number. So that's my choice. I'm going to be standing for the second round. Great net this morning, Bill. WLD KF7 GJS.
Okay, Carl. Some of that I lost signal by noise here, but got your answer. And let's see, Mike is next. WW5ENZ, W2WLD.
Okay, W2WLD, WW5ENZ, good morning, and it's kind of nice to be down this low in the list and, be able to see people's choices ahead of you. We got a great day here in Oklahoma. It's already 72 here, and looks like the sun is now breaking out. We had some cloud cover this morning, but maybe it's going to be a great day. Anyway, I do have one question, though, on statement one. Could you repeat statement one more time, Bill? WW5ENZ.
Yeah, welcome, Mike. Statement one was that the F-4J Phantom was the first fighter in the world with look-down, shoot-down capability. Over.
Roger. Yeah, I thought you said that. I thought that was the MiG-31, so I'm going to say number one is false. So, I don't know. Probably going to miss that one, but anyway, that's going to be my guess. WW5ENZ, back to net.
Okay, very good. Well, you're hanging in there with John. I think he also went with he called it Alpha, but I took it as one. All right, very good. Let's see, where am I? We're at the box. K4YDB, W2WLD. Bob, you're up.
Good morning, Bill. Thanks for running the net. Thanks for a nice, straightforward question there. It's not too nebulous at all, I hope. And could be a little ways down the list. It didn't mean to be that far low, but I get to hear some of the experts out there, which has been a good discussion today. And thank you, John, for running the net logger as always, and Charlie for the YouTube. I've been on it and got off. Let's see. F4J. I thought I was going to get an F4 out of my nav training, but I got a Cadillac instead. So I'm not sorry. My brother flew the F4 for a long time until he went to F-15s. I've seen a little bit about them. We were very concerned during the Cold War over in England, setting nuclear alerts because we go in low level. And for those that don't know, that look down, shoot down is basically using a the radar with Doppler shift. It senses Doppler shift, and it's not just getting a reflection off the target, it's seeing the difference in airspeed from the ground, which is zero, and moving objects over the ground so it can track an airplane. So that was very sensitive to us. And we thought the MiG-25 had it. I'm still not sure about that. The Soviets have really used a lot of the Earth IR trackers, and you see those little domes on there. All the fighters just about have them. They prefer that for air-to-air stuff. You can't use it for air-to-ground specifically. So I think that first one is true. Most produced, I think that's true. Military, supersonic. Yeah, okay, I'll buy that. 2 is true. Vietnam, yeah, 5 aces, and I think more Navy than Air Force, I'm pretty sure. I've met a couple of those folks and heard they talk. And so 3 is true. I think, 4 is true. I knew that already. So both the Thunderbirds and the Blue Angels flew the F-4. I think it's the only aircraft that was consistent between both of them, and for good reason. Anyway, great job, Bill. I'll stand by and listen to for the answer. K4YDB, back to W2 WLD.
Okay, Bob, and boy, you're booming in here. S9 Plus, you're well above that annoying noise. So, very, very nice, easy copy, and appreciated your analysis. Let's go to New Jersey. WB2JJO, W2WLD. Ray, you're up.
Okay, W2WLD from WB2JJO. Well, I'll tell you what there, Mr. Bill. This is one fantastic net, and I'll tell you what, I am so glad that I am behind K4YDB because he really opened up the door for me as far as that goes. So my answer is definitely I'm going to have to follow him. It's going to be Echo on this particular question. We have a cloudy day here in South Jersey. It's like 66 degrees Fahrenheit, and I think we're going to see a little bit of rain later on this afternoon or early tonight. But anyway, like the other gentlemen are saying, sometimes it's good to be at the bottom or pretty close to the bottom because you get some pretty good ideas. But anyway, you got a good signal in here. I'm hearing you about an S4 on the radio, but the SDRs is doing you a great big favor. So with that there, Bill, thanks for doing the net. We appreciate it. Hello to all the flyers, and we'll be here to the bottom of the net for sure. And we'll see if we get 100% this time. Hi. W2WLD from WB2JJO 730, Bill.
Okay, Ray, mighty fine, and got your answer. And you're about an S4 this way. If I didn't have that noise, I'd be copying you on the local, but I did have to use Utah number 2. You're coming through there fairly well. All right, let's go back to Georgia. Jack was not all that strong this morning. Let's see how Charlie is. K4YDB, W2WLD. Charlie, you're up.
W2WLD, K4YDB. Well, good morning, Bill. Morning to all the flyers out there. Hope everybody is having a good morning. Right now, it is currently 77 degrees here. I don't think we're going to get much warmer today because we've got thunderstorms that are supposed to be moving in this afternoon for us over here. The sun is trying to peek out, but it is just really overcast. But not doing a lot over here today. I've been on the phone with the doctor's office going over insurance information. Because every 6 months when you go in there, they want to do everything all over again. So I don't understand it. The lady said she didn't even have my address. I said, oh come on, I've been with you guys for years. But anyway, I got the doctor's appointment tomorrow, and that one there may be just a quick one, I hope, and that way I can get back in time to do the stream. But I'm not going to count on it. And then I know the one on Friday, I'm not going to be able to stream for that one either because I will not be here for that one. And I got another one on Tuesday, and I'm going to see if I can try to move them out. Not too far, though. That's with my regular doctor. Get it all done at the same time. That way I only got to go uptown 2 or 3 times and go, maybe some follow-up visits, whatever. Anyway, as far as question goes, I was questioning the look down thing until Bob explained what the look down was, but I have to go with also, the all true. I guess that's number 5. Because that fours, I mean, they were everywhere. When I was at Holloman, we had 4 squadrons of them over there. And then when I went to Japan, the Navy ones kept flying in over there and bugging me. So anyway, not a lot else going on over here. I'll turn it back to you, Bill. W2WLD, K4YDB. I'm back to net.
Very fine, Charlie. I don't know if you put your antenna on me or not, but you're a 5.9 plus, so you're coming through very, very well from Georgia, and I got your answer. Let's go to Dale, W5OG, W2WLD. Dale, you're up, sir.
Okay, fine, Bill. Good morning again, and to all on the net, W5OG Dale here in East Texas. Looks like another cloudy day. We didn't get much rain out of that little passing shower event that went through yesterday. So it's been cloudy here for a number of days now. Maybe one of these days we'll see the sun again, hopefully. Interesting question. Yeah, when I came out of pilot training, there was only one front seat F4 slot available. It went to the number 1 guy in the class, and I was number 2. So I would have liked to have flown the airplane for sure, but I did not want to ride in the back seat. There were several back seat opportunities there, and I guess they would probably transition to the front there quickly. I don't know. But I didn't want to be the back seater for somebody else's airplane. I've been doing that for about 3 years, so in the B-57. And went to pilot training to be a pilot. So I took 141s, and the rest is history, I guess. I didn't get to fly the 141 nearly as much as I wanted. It was a great airplane. Let's see. As the answer, yeah, put me down for Echo there, Bill, and I'll follow the lemmings. I think they're all correct. If they're not, they should be. And back to you, Bill. Enjoying the net as always. W2WLD, W5OG.
I love it, Dale. Dale said they're all correct. If they're not, they should be. Excellent. Let's see. Mike, KF0OPE, W2WLD. Mike, you're up.
It's kind of tough conditions here in the middle of the country for me today. I'm having a hard time hearing everybody locally, but I'm getting everybody on the Georgia SCR just fantastic, so it's working out. I believe those questions are all, or those statements are all true, and I did see the Blue Angels as a young man in probably in grade school. I saw the Blue Angels and T-Birds both in F4s, and it was pretty impressive. Anyway, so I believe all the statements are true. Comment to N5BE's comment, I was always told that aviation stories only have to be 10% true, so just keep that in mind. So anyway, back to W2WLD in the net.
Yeah, aviation stories. There used to be a way to distinguish the difference between fairy tales and sea stories, as we call them in the Navy. The fairy tale began with Once Upon a Time, and I won't tell you what the sea story began with. I'll get in trouble. Let's see. Let's go to Russ. K8, Alpha Fox, W2WLD. Russ, you're up.
W2WLD from K8AF. Good morning, everybody. And yeah, conditions are kind of bad on the West Coast, so I'm having to copy everybody on the Utah SDR. That's good. I never got a chance to fly the F4. I had a lot of instructors that transitioned to the F15, and that's what I flew. And then I actually got to fly the A4 in the Navy for 3 years, so that was a little bit different, but that was fun. And it was tough time getting used to seeing only one set of engine instruments, so to get back to the 15 after that. I will say they are all true. I mean, they're all true so far. I questioned the look down, shoot down, but I think that was the first one. I could be wrong, but I'll say it was the first one. Other than that, I hope everybody has a good day. I'm in the middle of work still, so I'm just going to be one and done, so I'll just be listening. And you don't have to call me for the 73. I'll say 73 to everybody at this time, and I'll turn it back to the control, W2WLD from K4YDB.
Very fine, Russ. Got your answer, and have a great day. 73. Let's see if Jim is hearing me. W6, WAY, W2, WLD. Jim, you're up.
Okay, Bill. Yes, I can hear you very well. Both on the receivers and the let's see. It's 60 degrees here now, and it's supposed to warm up to 81, so it's going to be nice. I think I'll go with the lemon juice line, Bill.
Okay, very fine, James. You're coming through very well on Utah number 2. Copy all, and got your answer. Let's go to a guest if he's still with us. Howard, I think he's in Central Illinois, and flew or flies tail draggers. N9 PTU W2 WLD. Howard, you there? Okay, very good. Yeah, the noise is hurting my copy of you, Howard, but I did get it that time. I'll give you a call on the 73. Maybe conditions will improve. Let's go to Bob. I may need help with Bob, somebody, Dale maybe. K2SJP W2 WLD. Bob, you're up.
K2SJP, you're up, Bob. W5OG Relay. Welcome home.
Okay, guys. Bill, I am sorry I'm unable to copy you here on the iPhone. I am remote over here in the Holiday, and it was a little bit easier to get to from the Orlando airport that we came in last night. Kind of on the tired side, but we'll be okay. We thought we'd get up for the net because we haven't been on here in a while. And my thank yous to everyone in regards to my mother-in-law. However, we did a lot and visited Clark, and a lot of changes, but a lot of the old stuff still there too. So that's what's going on. I did not hear the question, Bill, so I'm going to have to pass on that. And my apologies, I could just about tell you're in there, but can't make out anything you're saying. Dale, you're very strong coming on, and thanks for the welcome back. And it take us a couple of days to get used to it. We had no problem with Emirates. We got on okay, and seats galore, so no problem there. So back to you. Well, I'll turn it back to you, Dale, and you could turn it over to the W5OG K2SJP, and we're remote and Holiday.
Okay, Bob. Did you copy any of that, Bill?
Negative.
He is back home now. They had a good trip home from Manila on Emirates. Got in Orlando last night, and they're over at the Holiday House now, and starting the transition back to this side of the world. And an uneventful trip, which is always good news. Of course, he went over there because of his mother-in-law had passed away, and had to go for that funeral. Not a very good reason to go back to the Philippines, but they did some visiting there while they were there, and he actually went back to Clark Air Base, and we're going to have to wait for another day to let him tell us all about that experience. That was pretty interesting. Anyway, back to that W5OG relay.
Okay, Dale. Yeah, no, I copied none of that, but I appreciate the relay, and hopefully we'll hear from Bob, and he can fill us in on more of the trip. And I understand the reason for it. Okay, let's see. James, Kilo Golf 5, Papa Tango Echo, W2 WLD. James, you're up.
Well, good morning, W2WLD, KG5PT. Bill, thanks for running the net. I'm going to go with, they're all true. There's no false questions, so they're all true. And I want to wave a hand to Bob, K2SJP. Welcome home, Bob, old friend. Glad you made it home safely. Get you some rest, and we'll take care of the business on this end here today. And anyway, that's about all I have, and appreciate you running the net, Bill. W2WLD, KG5PT, back to net.
Okay, well, you're welcome, James. I'm copying you very well on Utah number 2. We have a guest. Let's see if he is able to speak with us today. That's Waddy, November 5, Whiskey Papa, W2WLD. You're up, sir. Now, N5WP, you there?
N5 Whiskey Papa, you're up. Nothing heard here.
Yeah, I was hoping he would be there because I have a friend that I grew up with. His nickname was Waddy. And I'm very curious as to the origin of N5WP's name. Very good. I want to recognize Steve, our representative from the Tailhook Navy, K6TX. Steve is listening today. Good morning to you, Steve. Did I miss anyone on the original list? Anyone on the original list that I missed? Please come now. Okay, hearing nothing, I'm going to go through the questions fairly quickly, and then we'll see if there are any late check-ins before we start our 73 round. There were 4 statements about the F-4 Phantom. The first was the first fighter in the world with look-down, shoot-down capability. That answer was correct. Or statement was correct. Statement 2, the most produced American supersonic military aircraft in history, and that is true. There were 5,195 F-4s built. Statement 3, during the Vietnam War, all 5 American servicemen who became aces did so in the F-4. That's true. And I knew everybody would know statement 4, the only aircraft used by both the Blue Angels and the Thunderbirds. Obviously true. So the correct answer was where most of the lemmings were. None of the above were false. Great. Okay, took a quick glance at NetLogger. I don't see anyone that was added. Are there any late check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club? Call now. Nothing heard. John, one quick call from California, please, for late check-in.
Wilco, this is WA6LJS relay for net control. Last call for check-ins, either late members or visitors. Call now. All's quiet out west.
Thank you, John. Well, let's go ahead and go down the 73 list. Bob, K1BOB, is Don still there? Would you like to take a 73 round, please? Over.
Wilco, he's still there, and Don, you're up for the net. Go ahead. He came up, but he's not talking.
All right, we'll get it sorted
Yeah, he's trying to talk, but I'm getting no audio. Hold on. I got him.
Thank you, Bill, for the net.
There he is.
For the question. And thank you, Bob, for the simulcast. And I would like to keep that's the one line going. Anyways, there's a good question. Everybody have a good one. Thanks for coming back to me for the 73 round, Bill. And we hope to see you all tomorrow.
K4YDB back to net.
Have a wonderful day, Don, and thank you, Bob, for the simulcast. Let's go to our mobile again. W5PIX, W2WLD, 73 Clifford. W5PIX, you there? I guess not. I'm sure if he comes back, he'll let it be known, and we can get him in there for 73. John, WA6LJS, thank you for all the help today with NetLogger and the relays, John. Your turn for 73.
Okay, thanks, Bill. Yeah, you went down a little bit. You're good S7 now locally, but you were S9 for a good part of the net there. Anyway, 73s, everybody, good net, and pretty much everybody I heard locally had to use the SDR for a couple of you. 73s, and I'll be here to the bottom. W2WLD, WA60JS back to net.
Okay, John. Yeah, you've dropped off a bit, but still on the local. Let's go to Bob. NX6RG, W2WLD, 73, Bob.
Okay, Bill, W2WLD, NX6RG. Well, great question this morning, Bill, and good net, and I'm glad conditions are a little bit better this morning compared with yesterday. Anyway, 73s to Flyers. We'll see everybody on the air tomorrow. W2WLD, NX6RG.
Okay, Bob. Yeah, I was a short timer, and thankfully so yesterday. That was as bad as I think we've seen it. Let's go to Lee, N5BE, 73, Lee.
Yeah, W2WLD N5BE. I believe there's only 3 countries still flying F4. Jazz staff in Japan, they've got one for weather observations, maybe 1 or 2. The Greek Air Force and the Turkish Air Force, and I think they'll be probably parking those pretty soon. Interesting that the Egyptian Air Force got 60 F4s. Oh, this was in the 80s, I believe, for one mission only, and that was to protect the Aswan dams in any shenanigans that would come out of Sudan. It was the only airplane that had the range and the ordnance capability that could do that mission, a single mission purpose aircraft for the Egyptians. Anyway, a little bit of aviation history. W2WLD N5BE.
Okay, Lee, very fine. I enjoy it when you give those extra observations, and it just makes the net a lot better. Thank you, Lee. Let's go to Joe, W5ABI, W2WLD, 73.
Yeah, W2WLD, W5ABI. Good net, Bill. Conditions were a lot better than yesterday. 73 for all the Flyers. Thanks for running the net. W2WLD, W5ABI.
Okay, 73, Joe. Carl, KF7GJO, 73. Sounds good to me, Carl. Let's go to Mike, WW5ENZ, 73, Mike.
All right, W2WLD, WW5ENZ. Yeah, the question just seemed too easy for me today, Bill. Didn't sound like normal, so I kind of just took a gamble there and was wrong. But anyway, good question. great net, and maybe we'll catch you again tomorrow. WW5ENC, 73s, everybody.
Okay, Mike. Let's go to the commander, K4YDB, 73, Bob.
Okay, Bill, and welcome back to SJP. Good to hear Bob there. And although not so strong out here, don't know why. What else? So, very good question. For a minute there, I got a tinge, and I wasn't sure you said U.S. aircraft produced. I went to, started thinking MiG-21 and then MiG-15, which they produced a lot more of. I'm glad you said U.S., but I didn't write that down. I thought I got it wrong. So, K4YDB, good net, Bill. Appreciate y'all. Back to net, K4YDB.
Okay, thank you, Bob. Yeah, I have to remind myself to listen to the question. Make sure I understand the question. Even then I get it wrong. Ray, WB2JJO, W2WLD, 73, Ray.
Okay, very good, Bill. W2WLD from WB2JJO. I'll tell you what, I got 100%. I know who to copy from now. K4YDB really did a fantastic job of the analyzation of the questions, and I was able to make a pretty good decision there. So thank you, Bob, for doing that. I appreciate that. So, Bill, a good net. We had a couple tuner-uppers on there, but you know what? I think it's getting pretty close to the end. So, but thank you for doing that, Bill, and we'll catch you further on down the line for sure. Have yourself a good afternoon. W2WLD from WB2JZO. 73 to you, Bill, and all the flyers.
Okay, Ray, you have a great afternoon also down there in New Jersey. Charlie, K4YDB, 73.
W2WLD, K4YDB. Well, thanks for running the net today, Bill. It was a pretty good net. It was a fun little question. I enjoyed that. Conditions are really not that bad here, so I'm hearing just about everybody. Anyway, 73s, everybody. Everybody have a good day, and I won't be here tomorrow. It's K4YDB back to net.
Okay, Charlie, very good. Dale, W5OG, thanks for the help today. Dale, 73.
Okay, Bill, and Jack has an info. Why don't you go ahead there, Jack? KM4CAX, W5OG.
Just going through my emails. I got an email saying that Ted Rogers did not get signed off, did not get closed yesterday. I wasn't loving it. Whoever was running it, somebody didn't close it. They didn't need to send pass it on to whoever was taking care of it. Probably John. I think they'll have a best fit.
Okay, well, thank you for that info, Jack. It probably hasn't happened before, but we will try to do better. Dale, go ahead, 73.
Yeah, that's about the only thing you can say, I guess. I didn't realize that, and I was on there yesterday. I was not doing any net logging. Anyway, but we all need to remember to close it out. And I had a question for Charlie. If you're not going to be there tomorrow, Charlie, do I need to send you a copy of the question for tomorrow? I've got it ready to go. Do I need to send that to you, Charlie, or not? K4YDB, W5OG.
Oh, no, because I won't be here to stream it, Dale. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. I just won't bother to email it to you then. It's a nice, simple, easy question. Easy to put on your live stream. So, well, maybe I'll go with another one. And no, it's too late for that. I'm not going to make any big changes. So, anyway, good net. Enjoyed it, Bill, as always. 7-3, everybody have a good one, and we'll see you on Echo Link. Back to net, W5OG.
Okay, Dale. Mike, F0OPE, W2WLD, 73, Mike.
Well, 7-3 to all the flyers. Everybody have a great day. good net today, Bill. Good question. Bat 2, WLD in the net, KF0OPE, and I think there was a info or a check-in or something I heard just before I started talking.
Okay, was there an info or a comment or a check-in? Come now.
Recheck, it was me, W5PIX. I'm back here, been busy trying to get the headset to work on Echo Link, and it's being stubborn like me. Anyway, 73 did not hear the answer, but I don't care. It was a good day anyways. Thank you, Captain. Appreciate it. W5PIX Mobile.
Okay, Cliff, you kind of faded out on me at the end, but I figured you'd make yourself known when you got back. And I think you got the right answer, so I'll have to go back and look at NetLogger. Stay safe out there. Let's see, here are we. We're back to Jim. W6WAY, W2, WLD, 73, Jim.
Program up there on TV. I've wanted to try that for a long time and haven't been able to.
Yeah, very good, Jim. Yeah, Charlie does a great job with that live streaming. I always enjoy having it. Didn't use it today because I've got too many things going on here. Let's see if your tail dragger buddy is still there. Howard, N9, Papa Tango uniform. You want to stay 73, over? No, I don't hear him now. Dale, I hope you're still there. If Bob is there, K2SJP, invite him to do a 73, please. Over.
I will do. K2SJP, if you're still there, Bob, 73 round if you're still awake.
We'll jump over on Echo Link for a couple of rounds, and then we're just going to take it easy over here today, as you might realize we'll do. Back to you, Dale, W5OG K2S JP Remote.
Okay, Bob. Yeah, 7-3 to you. Says 7-3 to everybody. He's going to be on Echo Link for a couple of rounds here. Bill, back to net, W5OG Relay.
Okay, thank you, Dale. Let's see. I think the last one on the list is James, KG5TTE, W2, WLD, 73, James.
73s, Bill, W2WLD, KG5PT here. I'm going to get on the net here and holler at Bob and everybody on the Echo Link. Good to hear Bob Sherman back home at K2SJP. I'm sure glad he made it back and there at the Holiday House. Like I said, had a good time with him in February. Anyway, working on getting a new roof put in. The USAA has approved my claim. It's going to cost $11,500 to replace my roof, and they will not put a metal roof on unless I want to pay them another $5,000. And on top of that, the city of Belton won't allow me to do it because their ordinance says no, can't put a metal roof in my neighborhood. So there you go. We own our houses, but we're not allowed to do what we want to do with them. Anyway, that's all I got. I'll catch y'all on Echo Link. W2WLD, KG5PT, back to net.
Okay. James, sorry you're going through that. We have a metal roof on our lake house, and boy, it's really nice. And I know in the early days of metal roofs, they were not that easy to look at, but the modern ones are really nice, and we have a lot of them now showing up in upscale neighborhoods, and if they're done right, they're every bit as nice to look at as any other kind of roof. Okay, by my reckoning, that is the bottom of the list. Did I miss anyone? Call now. Nothing heard. Any final comments before I close the net? Call now.
Comment.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is WA6LJS. Regarding the closing of the net, I did shut the net down, or not the net, the net logger. I did shut it down yesterday, but I left it up on my screen, and I checked, and it was closed. And then later on, I wanted to see how many check-ins were, and I came back, and someone had brought the net logger up again. But there was no population in it. It was just the net logger up. So I don't know what went on. But anyway, we just wanted to mention that. Back to you, and thanks for running things, Bill. WA6LJS.
Okay, John, no worries. I think Jack got the email, so he wanted to pass it along. Since it becomes a pattern, we'll have to figure out what's going on. But no problem. Thank you, John. All right, let's go ahead and close it. This has been the Wednesday edition of the Airport Suppliers Club Net, and I thank everyone that participated, whether it's a check-in or those who helped with relays and netlogger and simulcast. Thank you very, very much. This net is now closed. 73 all. W2 WLD, off and clear.